Hello Year 10. I've made this video to help you to access the online learning for physics. I'm going to show you how to get into the Google Classroom, how to find your work, how to complete your work, how to attach evidence and how to hand it in. First thing you do then is go to the school website and log in with your usual user ID and password. Then go to the links in the top right hand corner and click on Google Classroom. Now this screen will come up and hopefully you will see Year 10 GCSE Physics. Yours will look a little bit different to this. This is a test student that I've set up, but you're looking through all those squares. Those are all the different Google Classrooms that you're in to find the one that says Year 10 Physics. If you don't see that square, it means you haven't joined. Up to the top right hand corner here, and you click the plus where it says join class, and you type in this code, which is QL4NTPK, and tap join. And you're in. This is the stream. If you look at the top here, you've got stream, classwork and people. The stream is where everything gets posted. It tends to be quite busy, quite messy sometimes. So what I need you to do, these are the instructions, but what I need you to do is to go to classwork to start with. And then in classwork, you will see I've got a topic menu. These are all the Year 10 physics topics. This classroom's been set up for quite a while, but I've created one topic of COVID-19 lessons. You can see, obviously, going from lesson 1 down to lesson 9. Now, look, if this is the first time you've seen any of these and you've done none at all, please don't panic. This test student has done the first 3, those are grey, and these 4 haven't been done. Okay, so you go classwork, and then I want you to look at the individual assignments. So let's go to the first one. Let's pretend you haven't done it. Now don't go straight, don't click that link, go to view assignment. Here you will see a really valuable screen. This is it's almost like your workstation. Up in the top right here, it says your work. If I've created a document for you with your name on it, it'll be there. This, as I say, this one had already been done. It would say missing in red here if you hadn't done it. Okay, so this workstation is really valuable. Let's go back. Let's have a quick look at one of the lessons that hasn't been done. Lesson 6 and 7. Again, view assignment. And you can see, look, this time it is saying missing. Okay. So, lesson 1, describing waves. Once you're here on this workstation, now you can follow the instructions. Take a little look. You need your pencil case, you need your physics book if you have it. If you don't, any notebook or paper is fine. You're going to open up the Google Slides and click present, clicking through the slides like a presentation. There are things to copy, tasks, worksheets and so on. And then I need you to take a picture of your work and attach it to the assignment. Okay. Let me know if you can't access any of it or have a problem turning it in. So let's go to the slides. Let's click on present and click through the slides. It's important that you do this and not just scroll through them, because if you don't click it, you'll miss a lot of the instructions and lots of the explanations where you're taught through it a little bit at a time. So please do click present, and you'll see it throughout all of this instructions in the red boxes. Okay, that's your first, that's the start of your lesson basically. Imagine you were in a lab in a normal lesson, your date, your heading, and the learning objectives. There's a video to watch. Rather than watching that, I'm going to click on to the next slide. But can you see it's coming up a bit at a time? These are the keywords that you need to learn, that you need to know to be able to describe waves. So there's a picture of a wave, and then on my next click, it shows me and explains to me what the peak is. And then on my next click, it tells me what the trough is. So I'm going through it bit at a time. Read what amplitude is, and then click to see what amplitude is. Okay, so you go through these slides, reading bits, thinking carefully, thinking hard, and then from time to time there'll be a video to watch, or there will be a task to complete. The instructions will always be in the red boxes. Okay, here's a little quiz. It's not a written task, it's just something to teach yourself to understand it. Okay, let's go to the first task. So here we have, there's a video to watch. And then the task says waves video questions, task 1, so that's a heading to be underlined and written down. And the instruction said answer the questions in your book, watch the video again. So look, there's a link to print the question sheet. If you've got a printer and you want to print it, that's absolutely fine. You can write straight on the sheet, or just read it on your screen, write your answers in your book. Okay, and there's the video down on the right. You can be playing that at the same time as answering the questions. Okay, once you've done that, you've got 10 answers, or perhaps you haven't, perhaps you're stuck, and you need some help. I'll show you what to do. I'll show you how to get in touch with me or with your physics teacher, and what's the best way to do it. But you usually, here we are on the next slide, you will usually find that the answers come up. Oh, there are no answers there, but the heading says answers. What I need you to do now is to be marking, improving your work. And I want to see, when you take a picture of it, I want to see that you've ticked all that, or that if there are any that you had a problem with. Okay, so that's task 1. This is 2 lessons worth, lesson 1 and 2, describing waves. So there are a few tasks on here. The final task is worksheets. Now, the worksheets there are links to the worksheets. Now it says here, if you can't print them, which is absolutely fine, I don't expect you to print them, don't try making a copy and share and all that business, because this worksheet is a PDF, right? If you try making a copy of it, it's going to turn into a mess. The formatting all messes up. So all you need to do is just look at it and jot the answers down in your book. Just one word, number 1 in the margin, 1 word answers. Okay, and then when you've done that, you will find there are 2 worksheets there, but then on the next slide, you will find the instructions to correct and improve your work. All right, so what if you are really struggling on some of it? Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to, you remember I told you about this page, this screen being really, really useful. Let's say you can't do, you're all right with worksheet 1, but you can't do any of worksheet 2, okay? In the private comments here, you can write a question. I don't get worksheet 2 question 3 at all. Please, can you help? Yeah, if you put your comment there, don't email your teacher, because your teacher is trying to keep all this all in the same place and to try and manage it from an administration point of view. So don't email your teacher. Put a comment here, private comments. That's not going up in the stream. No one else can see that. That's between you and your teacher. Send that. Google Classroom will send me an email notification to say that you've done that, and I can see what you've done. I can give you a bit of feedback. I might be able to record. I've got this button here. I can record quick audio for you, a little audio voice message, or a quick, I can draw you a quick picture, but I can help you. So use the private comments here. Okay. Okay, just want to show you one or two other things with a couple of other lessons. If we look at lesson 5, same thing again, classwork, click on the assignment, then view assignment. For this one, here's your workstation screen again. But this time I haven't actually put some lesson slides on there. There are a couple of things there for reference. You'll see the instructions refer to those. But up here, this is the bit I wanted to show you where it says your work. This time there are 2 documents with your name on it, okay? So your name will actually be there on a Google Sheet or on a Google document ready. And when that's there, that means you type straight onto it, okay? So this one is a Google Sheet. This is set up, it's a spreadsheet which will draw a graph, okay? Now, when we meet face to face, I'm going to make sure everybody gets some graph paper to take home with them. But because that is, just close that up, because that's obviously not possible, you might be able to print graph paper, but let's assume not. I've created this sheet for you. There it is with your name on it, right? The other one is a Google Doc with your name on it. And again, you can just type straight onto it, okay? So just type your answers here. And that, you don't have to share it with me, you don't have to do anything at all with it, don't make copies. All this has been done for you in Google Classroom because you're working correctly in the classroom, in the assignment. All right, so that one there, I don't think there are any need to take photographs of that one, but if there were, you would click add or create to add them, okay? Let me show you another one on lessons 6 and 7. Reflection and refraction. So this is a bit more like the one we were looking at. It's lesson slides, and up here you're going to add or create. So you do your work, take a picture of it, and attach the pictures here. Okay, now you can get your pictures in your Google Drive, or if you've emailed them to yourself, you will click File. Okay. However, okay, the easiest way to take pictures of your work and to attach them to your assignment is using your phone. If you've got a phone or a tablet, iPad, or somebody in your family has got a mobile device, go to the App Store, download the Google Classroom app. Then you can log in and you will see just like, well, not just like, but very similar to the desktop version, you'll see all the classes. Okay, so we're looking for Year 10 GCSE Physics, and slightly different version. The menu's down at the bottom, but once again, you tap Classwork, and then you'll see all the lessons again. We were looking at lesson 6 and 7, Reflection and Refraction. And this time your work is down at the bottom rather than in the right hand side. Okay, so if you tap on your work, and it's asking you if you want to add an attachment. Okay, so if you tap add attachment, you see all these choices that come up for you. Yeah, you want add attachment, and then guess what? Use camera. Click your camera, brings your camera up. You take a picture of your work. Okay, use photo, mine is saying. And then what we're doing is we're waiting for it to upload. All right, because we've done all this in Google Classroom, this PDF file, this photo, is going to be titled student's name, lesson 6 and 7. So it's, you don't have to go looking for it. All right. If you can't do this, if you can't get the Google Classroom app, then you are going to need to email it to yourself or send it to yourself and go looking for it. There it is. Look, you see it's uploaded. All right. So you don't need to add attachment. That's what you've done already. You just need to tap hand in. Hand in your work, question mark. One attachment will be submitted. Hand in. Okay. And the screen looks like this now. There's an option to tap unsubmit. So let's say you've missed something out, or you wanted to add another photo, something like that. You need to get it back. It's in my hands right now. You need to get it back. You need to click unsubmit, and then you can do whatever you need to do. Okay. But that's the easiest way to do it, is get the app on your mobile. So I hope that was helpful. You can watch this again. You can refer back to it as many times as you like. You can share it with anyone else that is struggling. Good luck with your online learning, and I hope to see you soon face to face.